Hey, what's going on YouTube? And welcome back to Sense of South Jersey with me, Kellen, for another fragrance video. Got a list video for you guys today. Really wanted to sort of revisit a video that I made a few weeks back where I talked about fragrances that I was getting rid of because I wasn't really wearing them at all. And that's the main reason I sell things on my Mercari page. And the video I did after that was ones I was getting rid of because they sucked. These are ones I'm getting rid of just because, again, I'm not wearing them. They definitely don't suck. So what I got for you today is 8 fragrances that I am parting ways with, that I'm laying off, I'm firing, that I'm putting up on my Mercari page. So we'll go through them, I'll describe them, I'll talk about them, talk about what I liked about them and what inevitably ended me to make the decision to actually let them go. And before we jump into the video, if it's your first time here and you haven't yet subscribed, make sure to do that to support the channel. Check out the Sense of South Jersey Instagram page for news and updates on the channel, photos of fragrances from my collection. And like I mentioned in a few videos previously, guys, I am gonna make more of an attempt to post photos on there. I sort of stopped doing that for a while. I honestly just got lazy about it. So again, the link to my Mercari page, if you want to purchase fragrances directly from my collection, things I'm not wearing, rare, vintage, discontinued, or just stuff that you've seen me talk about in any of the videos, the link is in the description. If you're looking to get a cool shirt like this from Aurelius Apparel, these are shirts that I bought that I really liked, and I was able to reach out to them and they said, here's an affiliate link if you think people might get them. They're great, they make you look pretty diesel, and they got some cool sayings on it. Great for working out, that's what I usually use them for, or just kind of lounging around. Also, if you're interested in the button-down shirts you see me wear, the link for the 40% off the Masudo shirts is in the description as well, and you just click the link. The discount is already included. So let's take a look at these 8 fragrances that I am sending away. All right, so the first fragrance that I am going to talk about today for this video, one that I held on to for a very long time. It's an 80s fragrance. I honestly forget the exact year. I think it's late 80s, and it is Anucci for men. Anucci for men too. So I bought this fragrance. Take a look at that box. It's got the golfer on it. Looks like an old Italian guy. Anucci for men. This is actually recently discontinued too, so I've seen the prices on it have gone up a lot. Over $100, and this is, you can see the fill level here too. So I'm selling this one on, these are all posted already on my Mercari page. I did it ahead of time before I made the video, and it looks like a golf ball, golden juice. So anyway, I bought this one. I got Trophy by Lancome. I thought the golf theme, the country club theme was really cool. I loved the green freshness of it. This one, however, takes a different turn. Insane performance, but it's very floral, very white floral. What I think of when I, spray this fragrance, you hear that pop, the golf ball lid, and like the sprayer is a beast. Look at that, a huge amount of fragrance. It reminds me of, like, I can already smell it, like a retired person's pristine condo in Boca Raton, Florida, with like a really nice white floral air freshener that's pumping through the whole house. Like, it smells super clean like that. And as it dries down, the sort of oak moss notes come in a little bit, but it's very, very strong, very long lasting, and a very clean scent. So if you like that type of white floral, you'll really like this one. Again, this is one where, aside from when I first got it and first talked about it in like a list video, I believe, I don't think I picked it up again, just by way of having too many choices and having things that I ended up liking more. But this one's up for sale, and I'm trying to get rid of it because I'd rather somebody else enjoy it. And it's a 100 ml bottle. There's plenty of it left. And again, 1 or 2 sprays, that'll last you all day. Okay, fragrance number 2. This might surprise some of you guys, actually, because when I reviewed this one, I raved about it, and I still really like it. It's from 1988. It is from the house of Loewe. This is Essentia by Loewe, too. So this one here, you can kind of see that there. And this is the Eau de Toilette, and this is the aftershave spray. So this is pure vintage. This one is vintage, much woodier and darker than the Eau de Toilette, believe it or not. The Eau de Toilette, very green. Like, when I reviewed this one, I remember talking about how it should be like if Polo Green or Polo for Men by Ralph Lauren had a sport flanker, a real sport flanker, not like a completely different blue scent, but a real sport flanker, it would smell like this. And it's such a green fragrance. It's so mossy, but it's so fresh and clean and super masculine, like just getting that in the air. And it's almost got like a hint of lime in there too, some citrus, but I really like this one. And I used it, right? I used it. You can see the fill level is right around there. This is a 100 ml bottle, and the aftershave spray has got a little bit more in it, but I'm selling these as a pair. I, again, really enjoyed it, but since I did that review, I wore it a lot. right after the review and right before the review, and then I put it down. And again, this is something that I'm just not wearing anymore, and I'd rather have somebody else enjoy it. I tried it. I really got a great experience. I've always remember what it smells like, but I'd rather someone else enjoy it. And the vintage aftershave is really cool. And of course, they come full box presentation for both, and even comes with the little mini Bodyline catalog that comes with the vintage aftershave, which makes sense because that's what they promoted back in the day too. And the caps are really nice. They have the leather on top there for the logo. So if you're interested in a green and you want to get a vintage version to try the smell of like the aftershave, and it's an aftershave spray too. It's not just a, which are very rare. It's not just a splash. Check this one out. Again, these are listed. These are a great fragrance, just not wearing it anymore. Okay, the third fragrance that I'm listing on my Mercari page is not one that I don't like. I actually love it. I got a vintage bottle of this, and this is SOSJ by Christian Dior. This is a splash bottle, 100 ml. You can see that's where the fill level is. The reason I'm getting rid of this one is because in my experience, I didn't think that the vintage was that much different from the current one. And I used quite a bit of this one. So this one's more of like, if you really want to get a sample of what the vintage formulation smells like, pick this one up. I don't have it listed for a lot. And again, I'm open to offers on all of these things as long as it's reasonable. And if it's not, I'll just let you know and we'll figure something out. But the point of this one is it's still fresh. It's still bright. It's a little mossier, a little greener in the very dry down than the current one. But I still love the current one. And what I like about that one is I don't feel bad blasting a ton of it on, where this one I did. And then when I realized I used so much of it, I just stopped wearing it. And every time I'm like, well, why don't I put a little bit on? I just go and get the spray bottle that I have too. So this one's definitely getting listed for sale. Okay, fragrance number 4 on this list of stuff I'm gonna post on Mercari to get rid of here is from Nino Cerruti, the 1881 series. And as you know, the 1881 series is one of my favorite masculine green, inexpensive fragrances that I do wear and I love, and I have a ton of it. This flanker, however, came out in 2014, and last summer I got a bunch of good deals on some flankers. Most of them I loved. This one, this one actually just kind of sucked in my opinion. So this is Cerruti 1881's Bella Notte. So this one came out, or Note, I don't even know how you say it. This one came out in 2014. I kind of forget, it's like an irisy leather type of scent. I'll spray some on this card I found here. And yeah, it's a little bit of that. It reminds me of some of those Valentino Uomo fragrances from the mall. That's probably what I can think of the most. And I'm not sure when they came out, but a little bit of like, like fake oud type of smell. It's okay. It's definitely long lasting. I wore it a few times. It's a big bottle, 4.2 ounce bottle. But again, this is one, like every time I looked at it, I just was like, nah, not today. So the day I did pick it up, I decided it's getting in this video and it's going up for sale. All right, so the 5th fragrance on this list, this one, I actually have the Eau de Toilette already posted on there, but this is an aftershave. And the cool thing about this fragrance, it's from Mauer and Wirtz. It's from the 60s, late 60s. Irish Mousse, this one is, or Irish Moss, is an aftershave. But this one you can use as a standalone aftershave. Again, this is similar to the an Anucci type of scent, or excuse me, situation, not scent. The scent is completely different. Poor choice of words. In terms of, I have a lot of things like this already and things that I like better. And this one I used, I never even used it. It's completely full. I used the Eau de Toilette. That's the one that's used. So, I did a whole review on Irish Moss. It's a great drugstore green fragrance. Very mossy, but also fresh and clean barbershop style at the same time. And if you're one that just wants a light scent, get this instead of the Eau de Toilette, or you can get them as a pair. You can bundle them on Mercari page. I'm totally open to that as well too. And again, comes with a full box presentation. Harder to get in the United States. You can find it, but it's not readily available like some other stuff. But if you like green type of classic men's barbershop style fragrances, this is a great thing to do. All right, up next, we're going to stick with that golf theme. This is from the early 90s, 1992 to be exact. And this is Royal Green by Seve Ballesteros. So he is a Spanish golfer, and I guess he came out with his own type of fragrance that's inspired by him and his success. You can see it here, Royal Green. This is an Eau de Toilette, but it's a splash bottle. I have up an Eau de Toilette spray, the splash bottle, and the aftershave. That's probably the most rare out of all of them, is the aftershave. So much like Trophy by Lancôme, much like some other fresh, sporty green classic scents, like this is 92, it's like an 80s fragrance. Fresh, green, bright, piney, mossy, but clean at the same time. One that, again, I talked about felt, in my personal opinion, it's not as good as Trophy. I still like that one the best. And, you know, this one has never been opened. The eau de toilette I used, and the aftershave has never been opened either too. So these are all brand new. They smell great. I just think, in my opinion, Trophies just leans more the direction that I like. But this is really sporty, real classic feel. The whole golf theme with fragrance, I think, is interesting too. So if you're one that has never tried that, Trophy's a lot more expensive and a lot harder to find, and you want something that's preserved really well, and you can take a look here. We'll take that top off. You know, nice glass decanter stopper there. It won't spill out all over your hand. And, you know, yeah, it's very bright, very green, citrus, green, pine immediately. And, you know, the dry down is nice, and it's a fresh, sporty scent. Just something I have a lot of type of that already too. So again, I figure somebody else would enjoy it. Once I've had things for several months and I still haven't really worn it, that's where I decide it's time to let it go. Okay, number 7, another 90s fragrance. Guys, I'm not even really going to talk long about this one. Eternity for Men. This is an aftershave splash. Never been used. I mean, actually, yeah, I'm lying. It's been used one time. I can see. I remember I used it once when I did the review, and I'm pairing it with an eau de toilette. It's already listed. You know what? Eternity is a great fragrance. It's nostalgic for me. I remember, God, in like 2011 and 12, I wore it to one office when I had no other cologne left, and I just kept wearing it because it was given to me years before that. And I remember it lasting a long time, and it does to a point now, but it's green, you know, nice. It's a softer fragrance, a little synthetic smelling, but it's a classic. Again, just one that I just am not picking up and reaching for. I did my review. I enjoyed it. I have the Bodyline products. Maybe I'll use those because it's easier to get through a shower gel than it is a fragrance too. So if you're looking to get a set, the EDT, you know, and the aftershave for cheap, it's listed up there. Eternity is a classic. It's a green scent. Calvin Klein has some, you know, decent fragrances. The original is pretty good. And then this one is another one that I like, but I know I'm never going to wear it. Okay, the last fragrance on this list is much newer than all the other ones we spoke about. This one, I believe, is from 2019 or 2020. I think it's 2020. From the house of Philip Plein. So I have, it's a bundle here. We're going to take a look at two. So this is No Limits, the original, and this is No Limits Super Fresh. So this fragrance is a very strong fragrance. It's great. I actually like the smell a lot. There we go. Look at that sprayer. You see that? I haven't worn it. I think I wore it maybe 2 times in Super Fresh just once. So they're full bottles. Extremely strong, almost gourmand type of style, but it's very, very deep. You know, there's patchouli, definitely that type of note. There's a lot going on with this one, and it's extremely strong. It'll last on your clothes forever. They both come, you know, full box presentation I have here. And look at that, it's like holographic. You can see the skull, and then it's the $sign. So gaudy presentation. They look like credit cards. They're pretty cool. The Super Fresh one is very similar, just a lot lighter with a little bit of a fresher note. So you can wear it, you know, maybe in the warmer ones. That's when I wore it. I wore it once out to work, and then I put it back in. And it's not really the style of fragrance that I love. However, I do think it smells good. One of my closest friends, when he smelled it, he wore it one time, and he was like, bro, I love that scent. So I got him a bottle for his birthday or something, and he wears it all the time. So anytime I hang out with him, I'm like, that's when I smell it. So I'm not really going to pick the fragrance up and make it a scent that I'm going to wear often. And also there is the shower gel too that comes with the appliance. So it's a lot of 3 that I listed all up on the Mercari page too. You can get all 3 as a bundle. And the shower gel, I used it once. I think it smells really good. And it'll pair well with this, but you don't have to worry about performance with Philip Plein. It is a beast scent. All right, guys, that's my list today on 8 fragrances that I am parting ways with. Again, these are all pretty good scents. You know, there's nothing wrong with them. It's just that I'm not wearing them too. So in the comment section, if you would, let me know if you've tried any of these. Do you like or dislike any of them? You know, are they ones that you prefer to wear over some of the things that I mentioned? The reasons I'm getting rid of them because I like another one better. You know, I always appreciate all the interaction. If you haven't yet subscribed, make sure to do so. Check out the Instagram page again for photos of fragrances from the collection and news and updates. Check out the Mercari page. That link is in the description. Again, all of these are already listed on there, along with many other ones. If you're looking to pick up an Aurelius apparel shirt just like this one or the other ones on the website, check out the link that I have. The code is Aurelius SOSJ. The link there as well. And the same thing for the link for the Masudo shirts, 40% off the retail. Pick one up. They are awesome. You will not regret it. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care.